Good evening, guys. Winter's really starting to turn a corner, and I'm going to take my first stab at speculating on what's going to happen next week. We're 5 days out. We're going to start to have a little bit of fun, and I'm going to tell you what I think out of all these model solutions probably makes the most sense. Of course, I could be wrong, but like I said, we're 5 days out. I think we can start talking about what might happen rather than just discussing each individual model run. So let's take a look at what the setup is. We have the storm system this weekend is going to be rain for most. That comes through, and the key is on the back of that storm system. We're looking at dew points right now, guys, and let me show you something very exciting if you like seeing snow, okay? Arctic air pouring down directly from the pole. Arctic front setting up, okay? You have energy now developing in the Gulf, and now we have to see, does this storm system want to develop around the bend and come up into that Arctic air, causing all sorts of fun and games. But guys, we haven't had an air mass like this all year, not even close. So now the fact we have a storm system trying to develop into an Arctic air mass is very, very exciting stuff. You do not see this often. So that's the first ingredient. Second ingredient, let's look at the jet stream. Beautiful jet structure. Okay, we have a subtropical jet here. We have a Pacific jet here. We have an Arctic jet coming in down here. And the key is, does the storm want to develop on that entrance region to the jet and come on up? Now, the shape of the jet is very important. So this is a GFS shape of the jet. This is the European shape of the jet. Well, why is it so much flatter on the European, which means no storm, suppressed out to sea? And the answer is because of the tropospheric polar vortex, which is sitting right here. Okay, the European has this more south, closer to, I think that's James Bay. The GFS is pulling it more northwest. Some other models are pulling it more northwest. When you pull this a little bit more northwest, you allow the jet stream to amplify more. When the jet stream amplifies more, you allow energy to develop underneath and form a storm system. This doesn't get sheared out. And I think that's actually a more realistic solution. All year, we've had all this warm, moist air in the tropics. The oceans are warm, and I think they're going to want to try to fight back, and I think you're going to see some amplification with this system. So what does that mean? Low pressure center starts to develop in the Gulf, okay? You have all this beautiful high pressure over the top. The other night, I talked about this. Look at this. This looks like a banana high. See that? Beautiful signature ahead of a storm. We have cold air locking in place. Storm system develops in the Gulf. It starts coming up. And if everything goes according to plan, guys, if I'm correct, and I could be wrong, this storm could actually start to blow up along the eastern seaboard. You have a major winter storm into Arctic air. So all sorts of fun and games. And you can see that's what the 18Z GFS is showing. Now, of course, this could change a little bit, but I think this general idea is something that will happen because I think that polar vortex will be a little bit more northwest, allowing this amplification. Precipitation types are really early off, but if we had a storm that was rapidly deepening as it came up into an Arctic front, it would be a very wintry solution. What could happen in that case is you would see some mixing of sleet up to the 95 if the storm really wanted to intensify. But again, we're so far off. Let's not get too much into that yet. Bottom line is, I think a wintry solution is on the way. For a lot of folks who haven't seen snow in a long time, we're 5 days out. Stay tuned. You know, I could be way off here, or maybe I'm onto something. We'll see the next couple of days. As you know, I'll always be upfront about it and try to keep you guys in the loop.